basically, Billy was born a normal child. Development, everything started out perfect. At a year old, he was talking, he was walking, he was doing all those things. We had our daughter shortly thereafter, and we thought, isn't he a great kid? You know, he just doesn't really need much of our attention. You know, he watches TV, he's playing, he's doing things. Well, we didn't realize he was slipping away. By the age of 2, we no longer spoke. He acted as though he didn't hear us. He was fixated on things. He played with toys in an unusual manner. And so, you know, we sought some different pediatricians about this. And they all said, oh, boys talk later. It's okay. It's good. It's great. By the time he was 2.5, almost 3, he still wasn't talking. We were up north visiting my in-laws, and we took him to a hospital in Petoskey, up there for an examination and to see once. And at that time, the doctor said to me, he goes, well, physically he's good. He said, but I think this is more of a mental diagnosis. And so he finally set us up with some people that we could see. We went to see a psychiatrist in Grand Rapids, and sure enough, we found out he was autistic. We were devastated. Even though I thought it was autism, I had taken an internship at a school for autism, so I kind of was aware of the symptoms. I just didn't want to hear the words. Devastated, cried for months, had no idea where to go, didn't know anybody with a kid with autism, knew no information whatsoever about it, didn't even know how to get started, didn't know what to look for. Nobody I knew, I mean, at that time, autism was 1 out of 10,000.
Bless you.
It was probably 4th grade, maybe 5th grade by the time he was here, probably 10 or 11. And we were thrilled to have him here. Now, yes, we underwent some difficulties in the beginning when we were here. You know, Billy had behavioral issues. You know, he just didn't understand the word no. Every time the word no was brought up, it just put him into a complete spin out. You know, he would hit, he bit, he kicked. There were rough times. The teachers here were wonderful. They didn't send him home. They didn't call me up every 5 minutes. They didn't tell me he was agitated. They didn't tell me he couldn't go to the classroom. They didn't tell me, oh, gee, he couldn't go swimming today, or he couldn't go to the gym, or he couldn't do art. They worked with him. They met his needs. And every year it got better and better. And then we met Pam. And she has been the best ever for Billy. She has matured him. She has nurtured his growth. He is far beyond what I ever thought he would be, literally. He's now 20 years old. He's a wonderful young man. He is gentle, he's kind, he's sweet, he's loving.
Very nice, Billy. You gonna fit that one through yet? You got it.
Where do I see Billy going? I really don't know. We're at the same point any parent is. He's 20, and yes, I think Billy could probably flourish in a group home, some type of a place, but I feel in my heart it's kind of like, okay, I take him there one day and go goodbye. So how is he going to feel? He's only known me. He's only known his dad. He's only known his brothers and sisters, my parents. What is he going to think? Bye. It's kind of like, I feel like it's taking your parent to the nursing home and never coming back. So it's like, how is he going to deal with that? Sure, I'm sure Billy probably would. And in a few days, in a week or so, he'd get right into the routine. It's just like going to see him though, and then saying goodbye every day would be a struggle. But it is something that we have to pursue and we have to look at, and we realize as adults, you know, Billy needs an adult life too. And we're not going to be here all the time for him. So that will be an avenue I'll be looking at. It's just bringing my mindset to get there. I'm just not quite there yet, but I'm exploring it.
Cut. Right here. Yep, cut. Good. Cut more.
I'm looking at what can Billy do that he would be able to support himself. What could Billy do to give back to the community? Not only do I want him, he's a fine young man, but I don't want people to look at Billy and what Billy can't do anymore, or children with autism. I want them to look at these children and realize what they can do. It's always about, well, you know, we're looking at 1 out of 88 children in the United States today with autism. It's huge. The cost to bear autism is huge. The cost for all these therapies are huge. And it's continuing. Why, we don't know. But people look at this as, oh, wow, you know, how burdening. Every parent who gets it, we're devastated. It's burdening. You figure out your life is over. You're stuck with this for the rest of your life. How are you ever going to rear this child? What are you going to do? People get divorced. Marriages don't handle this. The kids that you have that are other than this can't handle it. There's so much to this. What I want is to change that attitude. And I'm hoping Billy could maybe be the start of that through his weaving. I want him to say, you know what, we can do. You know, we may not be able to talk to you. That doesn't mean we don't understand you. That doesn't mean that we don't have feelings. That doesn't mean that we don't know what's going on out there. I want his talents to show that you know what, we can do things. We can be a contributing member of society. We can have jobs in such a way. Yes, as parents, we have to create those jobs. It's not like he's going to be at Walmart checking things out. It's not like he's going to be at McDonald's flipping a burger. But he does have some wonderful talents.